I have Ed Sheeran in my head. That's not easy. That's rough.
Ed Sheeran's not terrible.
I like him. It's just his songs getting stuck in your head are worse than other songs because there's a repetitive annoyance to them.
Hmm.
You know?
Did you ever see Yesterday, the movie Yesterday?
No.
Great movie. He's in it. He plays himself.
Oh, I
Up
did.
a few
Yes.
scenes. Okay.
Yes.
Highly recommend. The
The guy
Beatles movie.
performs Bruce Beatles songs or whatever, and yeah, I saw that.
It's
Yeah.
great movie.
All right. Frankie C's back, ladies and
Hello.
gentlemen. How about my man right there?
Glad to be here.
You're here just in time to talk about what a scumbag P. Diddy might possibly be.
Oh, wonderful.
George Santos,
Hey,
scumbag
another
number two.
scumbag. Okay.
And Carnival banned this Texas mom. When you hear the reason why, you might be a little surprised.
Is she not a scumbag or is she a scumbag?
I don't know. I don't think what she did was all that bad.
All right, we'll see.
You'll have to stick around to find out.
Stick around.
Mm-mm-mm.
I stuck around.
And we have a blind top five, so stick around even more. And more sticking
Yes.
around to come.
Keep sticking. Sticking it.
Cassie, Frankie C.
What?
Cassie is a young lady.
Okay.
Performer.
Okay.
Former girlfriend of Puff Daddy Sean Combs. Did he Love?
Okay.
He changed his name to Love at some point over the last year and a half. I don't know if you remember that.
No, it's been Diddy for as much as I knew. As far as I knew, it was Diddy.
Yeah. Well, anyhow, she has said that he has done some horrific things to her. And the list is it's quite detailed.
Oh boy.
It's quite detailed indeed. Cassandra Venture is her real name. She says that she was trapped by Diddy, trafficked, abused, R word. Thanks YouTube for banning that. Can't say the actual word. Has to do with vape.
It doesn't have to do with, but it rhymes with. Yeah.
Coming down with a cold, in case anybody.
Yeah, blame it on the cold.
The really big, long lawsuit, civil lawsuit, 36-page complaint saying that he often punched, beat, kicked, and stomped on Miss Ventura, resulting in bruises, burst lips, black eyes, and bleeding. The vape allegation forced Miss Ventura to engage in sex acts with male sex workers while watching and filming the encounters.
Good Lord.
I read that, and I feel like I've said this before when we talked about Epstein and other things. I am so happy that I am a complete bore in the bedroom.
Yeah, I mean, what the hell? All this crazy stuff that people do. Hey, if everybody's on board,
great.
Yeah. But, it's regular, just doing it. That's all you need.
It's fine. I don't understand. I don't know. I mean, I'm not famous. I think that's part of it. I think when you're famous and everybody's throwing themselves at you, it can get
famous. Yeah, but there are famous people that don't do any of that shit.
Of course, but I'm just saying, like, I guess it can get a little vanilla, and you got to try some new stuff. But the idea of watching a male prostitute be with the person that I don't know. And again,
hey, if everybody's on board,
not that there's anything
whatever.
Wrong
yeah, of course not.
But I just realized that I'm boring, and I'm really happy and proud of it. In this particular instance, yeah. I don't have any weird sort of things going on.
That's fine.
I'm also lazy. We've talked about that too. I'm too lazy to have any of these kind of weirdo things.
Agreed.
But anyway, that was one of them. Let me see. He ran out of his apartment with a firearm in pursuit of a rival industry executive at one point, who he learned was like nearby. Supposedly there was this other person nearby. Demanded that Miss Ventura carry his firearm in her purse to make her uncomfortable and demonstrate how dangerous he is. You hold my gun when we go out today. A little purse you got over there is a good. You hold guns in there? You make your wife hold your gun?
What purse?
Okay. And he introduced Miss Ventura to a lifestyle of excess alcohol and substance abuse and required her to procure illicit prescriptions to satisfy his own addictions. In other words, music industry. Just
Well, not the whole music. Is it the whole music industry?
I think a lot of it.
I don't know. We're not
A lot
really
of drug use in the music industry.
Sure, but okay.
Oh, this is my favorite part. Supposedly, I don't. The timeline is a little fuzzy here, but I know they broke up or whatever, or she had an interest in Kid Cudi. You know who Kid Cudi is? Another,
I heard the name. I couldn't
yeah,
tell you.
another music guy, and he threatened to blow up his car.
Did he threaten to blow up Cuddy's car?
Yes.
So it was Diddy versus Cuddy?
Diddy versus Cudi.
Okay.
Threatened to blow up his car. Did he do it or not? We don't know, but we do know that Kid Cudi's car exploded in his driveway not too long after.
Cars just don't just explode out of nowhere. That's my theory.
None of my cars ever have. Have you? Any of your cars exploded?
No, not that I can recall. No.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there. Every now and then you'll see a car fire on the side of the highway, but
True.
that's rare these days. I don't know. Just an exploding car in your driveway. That seems it's a little fishy.
Right after somebody said they were going to do it.
So it's a little suspect.
It's a little sus. Yeah.
Sus.
It's a little sus. So that's a lot of bad things. Now, here's a couple of problems.
There's more problems.
A couple of interesting wrinkles here.
Mm.
This is all because this lawsuit, it's a civil lawsuit in New York that was filed,
Right.
is all because of this law that Governor Kathy Hochul put into play, that this 1 year special look back, moratorium, whatever you want to call it, where the statute of limitations is wiped. So if somebody abused you and the statute of limitations have lapsed, this special law, which expires on Thanksgiving, so next week, allows you to file a lawsuit in this little window. So that's why this is coming up now. She's like just getting it in right before the deadline comes.
I gotcha.
So that's why it's kind of coming up. Some of these things in here, though, if they're proven during the course of this trial or intriguing enough to the New York Attorney General, they could file. There's no statute of limitations on some of these things, so he could face criminal charges after this.
Right.
So that's kind of interesting. Here's the problem. She says in her complaint that when he abused her, like physically abused her, he would lock her in the house. So I don't know if she actually has anybody who could be like, oh, I saw her all beat up, or I saw him hit her, or I don't know what her witnesses are. But again, it's a civil suit, so it's not like a criminal case where it has to be a unanimous.
Why isn't it a criminal case?
That's a great question, because I guess she would have had to have called the cops on him at the time.
At the time, it can't. So, criminal case has to be something that's reported. I don't understand why it wouldn't be.
Yeah, you have to be arrested and charged.
All right, it has to be a civil case. They can't make it a criminal case. That seems weird to me.
Yeah, it's got to be a civil case because it's her claiming her claims against him. Now, he denies all of this,
Right.
and he says that she's been trying to extort him for $30 million for the last, I don't know, couple of years, months, while, whatever. So
how do you who proves what, and how do they?
How do you prove exactly? And especially because, as she says in the complaint, I was locked away after I was abused. Well, if nobody saw you, where's your proof? Again, all we know is what's in these 36 pages. They have to make a case out of that, which hopefully she can do if all this is true.
Right.
But we don't really know.
There were tapes, right? Tapes and stuff. So maybe.
Well, that's the thing. Are there tapes? Did he film it? Does she have access to that?
Any of that? Yeah, who knows?
If it was male prostitutes, will any of them come forward and be like, "Yep"?
Seems like there were other people involved in that way.
And I
I don't
mean, I
know.
don't see how they would because they, they were involved. That is it consensual? Was that consensual? Was it not?
Right.
Is a male prostitute going to come out and be like, "Oh yeah, I was paid to have sex with that woman"? Probably not. Maybe
Right.
not. Maybe. Who knows?
It might be a tough. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be hard to get some evidence here, but hopefully, if all this is true, there's some way to prove it.
You got to be able to prove it. You don't have to be able to prove it like in a criminal case beyond a reasonable doubt. That's a little harder to do. In this particular instance, you just need to convince. It has to be convincing enough to be like, yeah, maybe.
Right.
Probably.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
What you described sounds terrible. So hopefully, if it's true, I hope it's justice is served here. So because all that sounds insane.
It doesn't sound great. It doesn't
No.
sound fun. It's not something I would particularly sign up for.
No.
What's weird is he's not really having that great of a year because if you remember, the dude who copped to putting the
That's right, Tupac.
Tupac thing,
Yeah.
he was like, "Oh yeah, Diddy paid me. He was the one behind it."
Man.
Yeah.
So is that seeing any kind of traction with Diddy? Like, is that another thing that he has to face?
Yeah, I mean, I would assume,
right?
I would assume so.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to answer some questions on that eventually. I mean, it hasn't really gone away. Again, do you believe this guy who really knows? It's kind of hard to tell. But
yeah, who knows? It's a lot going on against Diddy. We'll see what happens because it's, again, if any of this is true, then my heart goes out to this woman.
I know.
I don't know what's her name. She's a singer. She's famous.
Yeah,
I don't know her.
Cassandra Ventura is her name. Cassie was her stage name.
Mm.
She had a hit. If I played it for you, you'd be like, "Oh yeah. There, I
Okay.
heard that."
I got you.
But the weird thing is like, these rumors about Diddy have been like, we've joked about this before about how crazy he is. You remember when he got dressed up in the Halloween costume as the Joker and he was screaming at the other guy outside of the club?
Was that Diddy?
That was Diddy. Yeah, he was like going off, like literally acting like the Joker, but it was Diddy.
Yikes.
Just being a fucking crazy person.
Yeah, there's obviously some issues there.
Dude's got some problems.
Yeah.
He's got some. Yeah, you said it well. I don't know why I had to repeat it. He's got some issues.
Man.
So who the fuck knows what is going on with this guy?
So when does this all begin? I'm sure the trial and all that stuff. Oh, do we know when that's set?
No, nothing just yet. Just that everything was filed, and we'll wait and see now what happens.
All right.
Yeah. So, but between his erratic behavior, didn't I think somebody just put in the chat? Didn't J-Lo have to hold his gun in the club or something like that? Something crazy.
Really?
Yeah, I vaguely remember something like that with J-Lo.
I for some reason don't even remember him and J-Lo together.
Oh yeah, that was a while. I think that was just before Bennifer, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I deleted everything before Bennifer.
You don't want to live in a pre-Bennifer world.
No, who does?
And then nobody, it's weird. Like he's a mogul billionaire, hip hop and fragrances and liquor and right. He's a billionaire, and nobody really says bad shit about him. People tiptoe around it. People kind of say shit, but nobody really makes too big of a stink about it, which makes me think that this guy is like,
there's more hiding under the surface.
Yeah, and I think she's brave.
Yeah, 100%.
Early prediction. So I don't know if you remember Danity Kane. That was his hip hop group. You remember they made like that show where he like discovered. This was like in the reality show days when everything was being filmed and you had to see the process behind everything. And he was putting together a hip hop group.
Okay.
And
I don't
so
remember this.
he was like picking it was an all girl hip hop group, and he was picking the girls. He would put them together, and he would make them do like challenges. Like I'll never forget. One was like it was 2 o'clock in the morning, and he was like, "I want junior cheesecake," and they were like, "What?" And he's like, "Go into Brooklyn and get me Junior's cheesecake." And they had to like go and take a cab to Junior's cheesecake and get the cheesecake back, and girls were quitting and like all this. But he was doing it to be like outlandish on a
Right.
reality show. But anyway, they became a real hip hop group, and three of them, since Cassie put all this stuff out, were the only ones who were like, "Good for her, we support her." They didn't say like, "I saw this" or "He acts like this" or anything like that.
Right.
But
They're just backing
Aubrey,
her up a little.
they're backing her up, and Aubrey O'Day, who's become like a little quasi celebrity after this because she was in that group. She's had a real big issue with him for like the longest time. She's the only person that I could really recollect who has been like, Diddy has been like nasty to us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah. I don't remember that group. I don't remember that show. But
They never did a performance with Metallica, so it's understandable.
see, I would have known. All right. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
I totally get it.
I would have remembered that.
Speaking of blown up cars, did you see the woman whose car blew up and she had a Stanley mug in it? You know, those
Yes.
Stanley cups?
Yeah, and it like survived or something. And
Yeah.
it still had ice or something in it.
Yeah, it had ice in it.
Yeah. Did you see the reaction from?
The CEO?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty cool. So you could.
No, guy, I watched it and I go. He goes, "Oh, what better way to show our Stanley mugs last in anything and keep drinks cold and whatever." And he's like, "And by the way, we're gonna buy we're gonna replace your car." I was like,
He's like, I've never done it before, and we're not doing it again. That was funny because Aaron and I were watching it, and she's like, "Good thing," because then people would be like blowing up their cars, going, "Give me a new car,
Yeah.
Stanley, buy me a new car."
Mhm.
But they bought this woman a new car, and they're like, "Thanks for the great advertisement." And thankfully, no one was injured.
Yeah,
Her car exploded, and the only thing that survived was that Stanley Cup.
yeah, and that is all because she said something bad about P Diddy. So
You
it's tough.
see, but now she's got a brand new car.
She does. She does have a brand new car. Weird shit has been happening. They did a thing on The Price is Right yesterday or the day before. Did you see this where they gave away 80 grand in like 3 minutes?
How the hell?
They had a thing where if you landed on $1, you'd get 10 grand.
Okay.
And the three people landed on $1. All three
Right.
people in the Showcase Showdown spun the wheel, landed on $1. So that was 30 grand.
Yeah.
Then the next thing was if you land in the 10 or 5, 15 or $1, whatever's in those three things,
Yeah.
it's 25 grand. Two of the people hit it. So 80 grand in like 2 minutes.
That. Yeah, you could see like the people behind the scenes of Price is Right going, "Ah, shit."
Playoffs coming.
Damn it. But
Yeah.
sometimes that can get crazy. I like when something weird happens on Price is Right because you can never tell with that show. Like there was one where the model who turns over the price tags in one thing, like the person gets something and they turned over and it was wrong, and then they have to keep turning things over and guessing and stuff. But before the contestant said her next guess, the model turned over the correct one.
Oh,
And
really?
it forced them to award the car. It was a car. The woman won the car. So the model essentially won the car for the contestant.
That's pretty funny.
That's on YouTube or whatever it is somewhere. That was a good one.
That's pretty good. All right, Rose is trying to scare the shit out of me here, saying that P. Diddy has a house in the Hamptons.
Have fun.
That's why I never said anything bad about him. Anthony, you live near the Hamptons. Did you ever see P. Diddy around in the summer? No. Never saw P. Diddy.
No.
See people. I always see people at the gas station. Now, my celebrity encounters are not exciting. I don't see people at the posh parties. I see them at the gas station.
The places you would be.
Yeah. On my way home as they're going to the party.
Right.
Is where I see them.
Snoopy and Prickly Pete. A second solarium.
Yeah. So all right, that was that. Okay, George Santos. Speaking of Long Island and the Hamptons,
Mm-hmm.
our favorite George Santos, they put out this scathing report on
This
George
guy,
Santos.
he's been a senator for a year now,
Hmm.
and he said he's not running for re-election.
So that was the news today. He's not running again.
I mean, after the year he's done so much.
It's a
Well,
better country.
it's the only job. Like, think of all the representatives that have been elected, that have been in power for the last year, and what they've done in that year. What have they done? There's like
A lot of nothing.
3 things that you can go. All right, this person did that. This person did that. The rest of them are just showing up and leaving.
Hmm.
It took them forever to get a Speaker of the House. They don't do it. It's one job where you do one thing in your career, and that's what you're known for, and you could point to that for a million years. But
Yeah.
the rest of the time, you just show up and you go home.
Could you imagine if a tax attorney filed one tax?
Right.
Would you,
I'm going
would
to do
you,
one tax.
Yeah. What did you do this year? I filed John's tax.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a doozy, though. Took me almost
What?
a week.
What else? No, that was it. That was my year.
That was the big one.
Yeah. Or a plumber fixed one sink. You know,
He only plumbed once.
he only plumbed once. It's like, I'm good. That's it. That's all I got.
I did my plumb job. That's it. I'm done for the year.
Mm-hmm.
Next year, maybe I'll do something else, but I can't guarantee that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in 6 years, I'll become a plumber again, but that doesn't look like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, what has he done? He's done nothing for a year except be in the headlines for being a liar and a cheater and all this stuff and a thief and a fraud and all that. Other than that, he hasn't done anything.
It was the way he's fiercely defended himself throughout this whole process. It's been so interesting. Even like surviving the expulsion votes, which is like, and now they're going like, cause so all right, so the scathing report comes out. So of course the media runs to all the Republicans that voted to keep him in, and they're like, now what are you gonna do? And they're like, can't really, By the way, in the report, it said that he used campaign finances for his own use. He paid for Botox. And my favorite thing, he was paying for an OnlyFans subscription. Like, I am just dying to know who he was subscribed to on OnlyFans.
JSABs.
That would be great. Wouldn't that be a prize? Oh my God, that would be a coup if that was true. But yeah, so he's just done nothing, and now he's saying that he's not going to run again, which hilariously, as we were starting the show, Robin had the comment, like, don't even believe that. And I'm like, you're right.
Yeah, how do we know if that's the truth? What we everything else has been a lie, but we're gonna go, all right, well, we gotta follow this.
And that's what I was doing. I'm like,
yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, that was so funny. I was laughing when I read that. So good call, Robin. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know.
Fucking stupid George Santos. Unbelievable.
Man.
So we'll see. It's hard to get an expulsion because I think you need a really big portion of Congress to vote for that.
Yeah, and everybody, the people who were like, no, we're not going to vote for that. We're saying like, oh, innocent until proven guilty, that kind of thing. Let's, once he goes to court, and if he's guilty, then I guess.
Now they have it. It's the ethics committee. It's Congress investigating itself and coming and having.
If Congress is, if this was just a report from.
Yeah, no, they say that they have this information. They have it.
Okay.
So I don't know why he doesn't resign. And I'll tell you what else too. On occasion, I don't wear a sports coat often, but when I do like to wear a sweater with it. And he's fucking ruining that look for us. Okay, this pudgy piece of shit. You can't. He walks around.
I don't think I've ever seen you in that.
Yeah, well, I said I don't do it often. I mean,
so then what are you worried about?
I'm just saying I like to rely on the sweater look on occasion, and he's fucking ruining it for everybody. With his big stupid glasses and his dumb face. How does he have Botox? Fucking pudgy people like that. Should you just have another fucking cake? You don't need a Botox to fucking, you know what I mean?
No fat shaming.
You're right. I shouldn't fat shame.
You could George Santos shame.
That would be nice.
But that's it.
And this is the thing that, and I just want, if I had a chance to punch this guy in the face, I don't know if I would pass it up. because his face just drives me crazy.
He has one of those He has a punchable face.
So fucking punchable. In a typical George Santos move, because he did this the last time, right after he got elected. He's going to hold a briefing on the steps of the Capitol on November 30th. Why are you making us wait, you fucking attention
That's what it
hoarding
is.
piece of shit?
He could have done it today and it would have been over and done with, but nope. Got to build up the hype.
Yeah.
It's got to be, the words got to get around. That's what it is.
Because the same thing last time, right after he got elected, he's like, oh, and it was a week, and then we're like, I guess he's going to get his ducks in a row and resign. And then he comes on and he defends himself, and here we are a year later with him, and the whole thing is fucking aggravating as all hell.
It really is.
But we're one topic closer to the top 5, blind top 5,
good
Frank,
news.
you see.
That is good news.
Is Erin C. ready to go, waiting in the wings?
Standing by.
Oh, my goodness. So excited.
And she's very excited about this. She was telling me, I can't wait for this one. It's a good topic. It's gonna be a blast. So
I wonder. We spoke earlier, her and I, about it, and then she put a little GIF. Like I said something, and she gave me a yes, but in GIF form, and I was like, "Is that
you think the GIF has something to do with it?"
I had me wondering all day long.
What was the GIF?
I'll write it down, and then we'll have a big reveal.
Okay. So why did Carnival ban some mom?
There you go, Frank. I'm put it right there on the monitor, so you can see I'm not touching it.
Well,
Hmm.
Aaron's in the chat.
Oh, let me see. What'd she say? It was a salute. No, I know it was. Like I said, it was a like, yep, I got it, kind of a thing.
It was like a 10-4. Roger that.
Does that have something to do with the top 5 tonight?
It
Probably not now.
We'll see.
Not judging by her response in the chat. Carnival Cruise bans this mom from Texas because she had CBD gummies on board.
Oh, come on.
And that's not even the worst part of it. Like, the worst part of it is they were CBD gummies called Sleep Tight. So they were with melatonin, chamomile. Like, they were clearly
just like a sleep aid.
Just a sleep aid.
And she's banned. Not even like
it's banned.
They took it away. You're banned. So banned from Carnival. She can't be on Carnival anymore.
Done skis. Yeah.
That is messed up.
Yeah. And you know how embarrassing it is to be banned from the worst cruise line out there?
Come on now.
Like the trashiest frat party cruise. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Carnival is like the college.
Scratch that sponsor off our list.
But I mean, it is though. I feel like Royal Caribbean's for the old people. You know,
yeah, I love Royal Caribbean.
I think they're like upping their game for families more to try and get a little bit younger. And then you have like Princess and you're the cruise person. I don't know. This is you tell me what you think about my observation.
They're all good. I mean, there are some that are kind of crap, but for the most part, it's hard to go wrong with a cruise, I guess. I mean, if the ship is, messy or whatever, but they really, I feel like nowadays a lot of cruises are stepping up their game a little bit. But I feel like the more popular ones are popular for a reason. They know what they're doing. They have all their shit in order. So,
well, I feel like Celebrity and NCL, what is that, Norwegian and Prince, like they're all kind of like in the middle. Then you have Virgin, which is like no kids, but kind of poshy. And then you have Carnival. And then the only reason why I say that too is like if you do like a simple search, and I just did this with my parents because I was looking at cruises. If you do a simple search of cruises, it's like Princess, Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, like all those, like it's kind of like here. Like say the cruise is like $1,000 a person, it's like right here. And then you have like Virgin, which is like maybe like $1,500, and then you have like Disney, which is like $45,000 a person, and then you have Carnival, which is like $79.99. It's like I don't understand.
It's a deal.
Yeah,
you got to bring your own food though.
Yeah, I'm like, how are they doing this so inexpensively? It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. I think you have to row at some point.
You have to row. You have to push the boat out off the dock.
Yeah.
But they say it's like the trashy, like I guess like college kids and like people are just like, well, fuck
It's
it,
a party boat kind of thing.
party
Everybody's all
boat, yeah,
wasted. Who knows?
yeah. Well, ever since Kathy Lee Gifford, right? That was the whole thing. It was a party. She
What do you
was.
mean?
Remember, Kathy Lee was she was like a spokesperson for Carnival back in the day.
You're old. I don't
It was
remember
like the
that at all. You old bastard, you.
Tell me about it, man. Tell me about it.
Well, that's ridiculous that they banned her. That doesn't. I mean, is she fighting it? Is there any backlash? What's going on with this? Because that's
Yeah.
some bull.
And you had to see her. Her name is Melinda. I mean, what Melinda has ever done anything bad? And what you don't know, Melinda's not an evil person. Doesn't matter who it is.
Melinda.
Right? Melinda is just a friendly, like you could ask Melinda for a couple bucks to get gas in your car, and Melinda's gonna have fresh baked cookies in the house,
I guess.
I have an Aunt Melinda, so I'm a little biased with this. She's always been nice to me. So
the only Melinda I've ever heard of.
Yeah. Right. She says she's never even gotten a parking ticket in her life.
Now she's banned from an entire cruise line.
Yeah, she gets this note and she like has a panic attack because she's like, "Oh, did I bring she thought she forgot to take a water bottle out of her bed because you can't bring like liquids, I guess."
So wait, how did they discover this? She was trying to bring it on board and they stopped her at the gate, or she was on board with it?
She was she was on board with it.
What, she like popped in a gummy while she was at the bar or something, and they said, "Oh, what is that?" And because I feel like how the hell would they even know if it's a sleep thing and you take it if you're in your cabin or whatever?
I don't know why at a port in Miami, the port in Miami, they found it in her backpack while she was getting on board. I don't know if it was at the port that they were leaving from or another that was at the second. I don't know.
The only thing that could justify it is if you're on a cruise, you're going out of the country, and even state to state. If you're, I think, right, you can't travel with that stuff.
Yeah, I don't believe so.
Right, so it's. I mean, especially out of the country, there's got to be some violations, customs and all that. That might be the issue there. So,
yeah, but is that
like a warning?
Is that CBD though? Because CBD is the non. It's THC. That's the
THC is the problem, right?
That's the bad stuff. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know which one. I don't know what the laws say about either of those things, but I mean, if maybe they have some certain rules where you can't travel country to country with it. Is it a I don't know. I mean, you could travel with cigarettes and stuff and alcohol, but I guess this is some kind of controlled I don't know.
They took her into a room and interrogated her for 2.5 hours.
What are they going to ask her for 2.5 hours?
Are these your gummies? Where did you get these?
Yeah, they're mine. I don't know. What could they ask her? How could they spend 2.5? I bet the first hour and a half is just let her sweat under the hot lights first, and then we'll grill it out of her.
Yeah.
What the hell are they doing to this poor lady? Was she there with her family?
She was with her family, her husband, and I believe her 2 sons. They spent $5,500 on the cruise. I don't know how they must have been
a big vacation, planning it forever.
On a Carnival cruise. They must have been in the captain's suite for $5,500. I don't know what they were doing.
They were allowed to steer the ship for a while.
Yeah.
That's
and so they go like this. They go, well, your family could go, but you can't go. And so the kid, like, what's the husband gonna do? Yeah, hey, come on, kids.
See you in a week. Imagine.
He's laughing the whole way, going, I knew planting those CBDs in her bag would pay off.
Yeah, she won't do hard time, but she ain't allowed on this ship anymore. That's the key.
Yeah.
CBD, you can get away with that. But that's insane.
Yeah, of course, the story's everywhere, and Carnival's not responding or hasn't responded yet, so we don't really know. But
I get the whole customs thing. I get that, but maybe a warning, they confiscate it, maybe there's a small fine, but to ban you entirely seems a little harsh.
And make her miss the ship. That's $5,500 down the drain. And you know what it's like to get a refund from anybody today these days. It's fucking impossible.
You don't think they refunded at all?
No.
Yeah.
No, not at all. They probably called her a drug addict.
Yeah, probably.
Where's Erin C at? Is she smuggling CBD into a cruise ship that we don't know about?
No, she's local. She's here.
All right. Just think of that, 2.5 hours over a fucking and it's like, just to paint the picture, it's not like it was in a dime bag. It looks like any other vitamin supplement you would find at GNC. Like that matte plastic, that you rip up the top and it reseals kind of a thing. It's not. It doesn't look.
It doesn't look sketchy. It doesn't.
Not
It's probably
at
got
all.
a brand name.
Not at all.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, not one bit. Not one bit.
Absurd. I mean, it's not like she's got like it's in a little baggie,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's a harsh punishment.
It is. All right. Now, I don't know if we're going to have the little thing here because our studio, remember we had that issue? I thought they fixed it. I don't know if they did. Erin, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. That's good. All right, great.
Perfect.
Great. Okay. Who's ready?
We are ready.
I'm
Now,
excited.
Erin, the GIF had nothing to do with the.
No.
Okay.
No, in fact, I came up with this idea afterward.
Oh, okay. Because I thought it was an office GIF. So
I just like when she salutes.
it was just because I think Erin knows I like The Office. So there you go.
Must be it. Okay. So this one is called Contacts. And I need you guys and everyone at home playing to get your phone out. And this is what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you the person in your contacts that you have to look up, and you put in the top 5 that you have to have a drink beforehand with them, an appetizer, dinner, and dessert. So I'm going to tell you the person in your contacts that you have to do this with. If you happen to land on a person that is deceased, because sometimes we have those in our phone, or like a company, if I have you look up somebody under B and it's Bed Bath & Beyond, go to the next person lower that's eligible.
Got it. So you're going to give us like a number or something like that.
I'm going to tell you the blank person under a letter.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, let me tell you why I am panicking.
Okay.
Because I have a lot of people in my phone from a number of years ago.
Same.
And
that's why. Oh, and I wanted to tell you that it does. If they're deceased, then you don't have to pick them. But if they're deceased to you, that doesn't count. You have to count them. Just because they're dead to you doesn't mean that you have to count them. All right.
Okay.
It's so crazy because I literally 2 days ago I was searching for somebody, and another name came up, and I looked at it and I go, I don't even know who this is.
I have a few of those.
Yeah. And there's a couple of, rough nights in the city that landed in the phone. So, all right, this could be bad. This could end a marriage. I want everybody to know that this could end a marriage. All right.
This might be rough.
Good. Okay. This one is the first person under B in your contacts. Where are they going in your blind 5? For a drink before dinner, an appetizer, dinner, and dessert.
Oh, okay. So you're going to give us a different thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So
got it.
This is the first person. Yeah.
First person under B. And if it's a company or if they're ineligible, go lower until they're the first eligible person.
And it's drinks, appetite, like the whole night out.
The whole shebang. It's like a 3-hour tour.
I had the first 2 on my list were companies, and then I got a person.
Okay. All right. This is This is going to be bad.
You said
we have because I have names. Are we allowed to say the names of these
describe
people?
who they are to you.
I think first name and last initial.
Okay.
Which ironically is how I have this person in my phone.
Oh my God. All right. So where are they in your list?
Okay. For me, I put them number 1.
Ooh.
Wow.
What a great compliment. Jeff B is a very nice young man who I used to work with at CBS FM in New York City.
Jeff B is under B?
Jeff B is under B. Because B is his last name.
Cool.
And that's why he's first.
What is he, B, comma Jeff?
What?
What is he, B, comma Jeff?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're weird.
God. You psychopath.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just above my local bagel place. And I'm putting him number 1 because I'm horrified to see what else we're gonna land on, and I haven't caught up with him in a number of years, so that would be nice. I'm going safe. I'm going number 1. I'm going against the grain.
Wow.
We usually save number 1. I'm not
You
saving
do.
it.
All
I
right.
like Jeff. He'd be a good hang. We did stand-up comedy together, so it would be nice. He was
I don't know
my
this
stand-up
Jeff.
comedy guy. Yeah, good guy. Very talented young
right.
gentleman.
Frankie C.
Mine is someone the three of us know. We all know him, and he's in at number 2.
Oh my goodness, number 2. That's too high for him.
I don't
Can
get
I be
this.
honest?
Wait,
Why?
you guys, it just feels like if you go under B, their first name should be B.
But I only have him under his last name.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we all
okay.
call him by his last
Okay,
name.
Yep. We only talk about. Okay, so where'd you put him?
Number 2. I'm sorry, I showed it to everybody, but I didn't say number 2.
Sorry. Okay.
But is your phone ranked by first name? Because mine's ranked by last name.
Mine's ranked by first name.
Mine is whatever you write in first is what it is. Mine.
Yet another wrinkle. Now I have to say this. This is a great fucking list. First of all, A. B. I see people giving their
We don't
numbers,
know who they are.
but I want to know who they are.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, well, who's the
Spill
relation?
it,
Who's
Robin.
number? Like Robin, who's 3? Who is that?
What about Christine? Put this
Who's
person
1?
at number 1. Yeah, I want to know. Mercury's also ranked by first name. How do you? That's crazy talk. It's like
Unless there's a way to reorganize it.
I'm one of the only people I know who have my mom and dad under parents.
like parent 1 and parent 2.
No. I have their cells, but their home number is parents. And somebody said like that I had to change it because that's so dumb. Does anybody else have parents for their parents' home number? Anybody else's parents still married out there?
Not mine.
No, not Frank's. Frank's have been married, what, a total of 10 times between the two?
Seven between the two of them.
Okay.
Is that right? 7?
7
Yeah,
times.
7 times for my
Wow.
mom and my dad.
I never put that together. I feel like we should get you a plaque or something. That's nice.
One more, I got a free sandwich or something.
I get a free sandwich.
All right, who's ready for the second one?
Ready?
I am, but wait, I'm sorry, Aaron.
Okay.
I don't. Mercury put Barbara, her friend, at number 2.
Nice.
Bird put her cousin Bobby. I thought that said her cousin's baby.
Has her own phone.
It's Robin's mother-in-law.
Nice. Robin's mother-in-law.
3 could get you in trouble. Depends on that kind of situation.
Christine's number 1 is Barb. Haven't seen her in 4 years. Would love to catch up with her.
That was
Okay.
see Christine
Nice.
right there. Me and you. That's my Jeff B too. Okay. All right, Aaron. I'm ready. This is. I want to know how you came up with this one. Jesus Christ, this is a good one.
Okay, number 2 is the third person under S.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The first 2 people under S for me, Janine and her husband.
I cannot believe you go by last name. That's so crazy to me.
That's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what do you? So the third person under S was who for you?
It is my nephew through marriage, Sal. So I'm gonna put him at number 4.
Okay.
Primarily because he doesn't want to
wanna-
talk to me.
Don't want to talk to Sal, huh?
Yeah, I have no problem talking to Sal, but Sal's just gonna sit there going, "Jesus, why do I have to be tortured for this?"
All right.
He's a young kid. He's out on the town. He's living life. Yeah, we have nothing. We have nothing to talk about.
Okay. So for me, it goes by first name. This is someone that Aaron knows, old coworker, Sean L.
Oh, okay. I know Sean. That's a good one.
Yeah, I put him in number 3.
That's a good one. I actually thought I saw him when I was in Florida, and I did the look away to avoid the stop and chat because it just wasn't. We were going into Universal Studios. We're online. It's hot and sweaty. It wasn't the
What's
time.
the protocol there? Do you if you're both going in? Do you now have you spend the rest of the day with them?
That's the thing too. I'm like, oh, if we avoid this, we might be good the rest of the day. If we say hi now, we're gonna be like,
Now we gotta have
hey.
now we gotta have lunch with them. Now we gotta go on the rides together. It's
all day long. Yeah.
All right.
I
Sorry,
like Paige
next
who
one.
just writes a cousin. Like we're not even naming this motherfucker. Shirley's got her friend's mom. Number 1 for Bird. My best friend Smelly Cat. Oh, brother-in-law.
Smelly cat.
Brother-in-law is where it's at. Who doesn't want to just connect with a brother-in-law? Oh, another co-worker's wife.
Number 5. Well, that's sad. All right,
Dinner
number
and
5.
drinks to remember.
All right, dinner, drinks, dessert, the whole deal.
It's very loyal. If you'd have put that at number 1, you'd have had a lot of answering to do. All right, Aaron, this is
Next
good.
one.
By the way,
All right, the
Frank,
third one.
I'm sorry, Frank was 4 under S because I have him in my phone under fruit salad.
That's got to change, dude. That was so long ago.
I know. And that's only because when I got my new phone and I had to re-input my contacts, at that time, Frank was eating a fruit salad every time I saw him. So it was like literally 3 weeks in a row, and it was enough to change our 30-year friendship.
I was trying to be healthy, damn it.
Yeah. He went through a 3-week period of trying to improve his life, and now he's stuck in my phone as fruit salad forever.
That's what I get for it.
All right, Aaron,
right.
what's number 3?
All right, the fourth person under D.
Fourth person under D.
Got real quiet.
I don't even know who this is.
I know this person, but I don't even think. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. I know. Okay. This is dumb. I guess I think my contacts are merged with my wife somehow because I'm going to just say Dan. Danielle, and then a name of a kid, mom. So I think because that's how my wife stores all the moms by the kid,
Oh,
I
yeah.
got you.
like Danielle, Billy's mom, like that
Yeah.
kind of a thing. And now that's in my phone. I don't even know how that's possible. So
All right. So what number is this person?
I'm going to put Danielle at number 5 since I don't know who the fuck that is.
Okay. All right. I'm saving. I got my 1 spot and 5 spot open here. I put in at number 4 is a guy named Dan who I used to work with, and when I did, he worked in promotions. A few years ago, I'm on the air. He was in promotions, and we used to email and coordinate events and stuff. But he doesn't work. We don't work at the same place anymore. I haven't talked to him in a couple of years.
Sounds like it's time for some jalapeno poppers.
Yeah, right. I'm in.
By the way, I have to cover my
Talk to
phone.
Dan.
I have to cover my phone here, but I want to show you something. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 Dans. Just Dan.
Just Dan.
I don't
No
know.
explanation of who that person is.
There's 2 Dans that come to mind. I don't know who these other 3 regular Dans are.
I got a lot of Dans in here, but it tells me who they are. I have Dan, this person, Dan, that person.
Yeah.
All right, so 2 more to go here.
And you're playing. Frank is playing dangerously. You got 1.
I got
and
my 1 and
5
5. It's
Yeah.
tough. I'm waiting for someone like really to jump out here for me.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, the second person under L.
I wonder how Aaron came up with these letters.
That's in the shower.
Just in the shower?
True story, Frank, right? I came out of the shower. I was like,
Yeah, you're like, I got a great one.
No, but how did you come up with the letters?
oh, I had a couple of drinks.
Just okay, got it. All right, I forgot the number already. What person under L?
Second.
Second person? Okay.
Okay, I have to click on this person because I don't know. Oh, okay.
Okay, I accidentally wrote their name. It's, for me, I put it as number 5. It's a person that I know through old work that is a radio DJ across the country. Starts with L. Goes by one name. I don't even know the full name. It's just they go by L, whatever the name is.
Oh, well, so you don't want to say it?
Nah, but it's a person on the other side of the country that I've
Lizzo?
never met in real life.
Is it Lizzo? Oh, it's a radio DJ. You said.
Radio DJ that he's on the air at the moment. You know, he's currently an on-air personality, and he works, on the West Coast somewhere.
Wouldn't it be funny if Frank asked Lizzo out for dinner and drinks and she said it was about damn time?
That'd be great. That would be amazing. That's how I'd write that SNL sketch.
That would be good. I'm scared here because I only have my number one spot open.
So you put him in 5?
Yeah, because I'm holding out for number one. I'm holding out for a real big.
Oh,
I would
man.
put this guy at number 5, but I never met the guy in person. I don't know.
Wait, so why do you have his number? Oh, because you work together.
We worked together. Yeah.
Oh, got it. I got it. I understand now. Okay. I have Laura. And for those of you who don't know, Laura is like a freelance social media person that I've had to work with a little bit over the years, who's like incredibly kind and wonderful. And so nice. What was that?
Well, where is she?
On your list.
Oh, I put her number 2 because I have 2 and 3 left, and I couldn't put her in the lower spot. She's too nice. She's one of the, she's married to like a not a like a preacher. I don't know.
The son of a preacher man.
I don't know what religion it is, but it's one of those religions where the priest can get married, and she's married to him, and they're just nice people. They like feed hungry people and clothe the whole. You know, it's just a complete opposite version of me. Just picture a nice human being.
All right.
Let me see.
Last one. Here we go.
All right, go ahead. Last one.
Okay, this one is a slight wild card. Only
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was looking because everybody's laughing over Aussie Annie's answer,
What'd
and
you
it
say?
was Larry's pit stop, the mechanic. I guess this mechanic in her town.
Where did she put him?
Number
5.
5.
Number 5.
Poor Larry.
Yeah.
Okay, this one's kind of a wild card because it's the last person under the letter R. But if that thing is ineligible, you can go one higher or the first S. Cool?
Okay.
I think I lucked out here. I think I did all right.
Oh, I hate that it worked out for you. The last person under the. Oh, we might have the same person, actually.
I don't think we do.
Are
Who's
they
yours?
in our? Are they in the radio industry?
No.
Okay, then we don't.
Oh, I know. I know what you're talking about. Okay. No, there's one. I think that person you're talking about is one above the person I'm talking about.
Okay. Mine is legendary Long Island radio disc jockey Robert Rush III.
Rob Rush.
Yeah, Rob
Yeah,
Rush's
Oh, I
last
like
R.
Rob Rush. Like that.
I have one other person that beat out Rob Rush in this one, and it's our good friend Aaron and my good friend Roseanne.
Oh my God, she'll be thrilled. She number
Yeah.
1?
She's number 1.
Yay.
Wait, Rosanna, because I like to meet her far away.
Okay. First of all, it's meet you all the way.
Oh, is it? Shit.
But very
Damn
good.
it.
It's Roseanne. No, it's Roseanne. She's a good friend of ours, so that's. I think this list worked out.
She's number 1.
Yep, she's number 1 on the list. There she is.
You rather talk to Roseanne than Joe?
Either way, I mean,
No,
I could-
Roseanne's better than Joe.
Roseanne. Yeah, Roseanne. I don't know. Joe's a great guy. I put him in at number 2. That's a pretty high position. I left number 1 spot open, and I lucked out with Roseanne. I could talk to Joe, but Roseanne's awesome. So
Paisanos.
we're all paisanos.
Oh, thank God. I love it when there's another Italian at an event. You have somebody to talk to. You can't talk to these other people.
Great list, hon.
Do you guys want another one or maybe next time?
Oh, I don't. Frank, that's your call.
Oh, I'll do another one.
I could do another one. To wrap up this one, Rose got really lucky. Her therapist is number 1. That's
Oh,
good.
there you go. Free
Dinner
session.
and drinks with the therapist.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Mercury got the local police department, which is good, I guess.
You have dinner with the whole police department. Okay.
Bird got Ricky, an old grower from marijuana dispensary. So there you go. That might be the best one.
Huh.
Yeah. Well, this is a shitty one. Previous landlady. Oh God. Imagine.
Okay. Well,
That one was incredibly creative, Erin. Dear Lord.
Look at onions. It's their own person. It's themselves. Onion's name is Ryan, and he got his own number. Dinner and drinks alone.
That's my dream. That's my
funny.
dream.
That's a good one.
Good for you. All right, that's a good one, Aaron.
Great job, hon.
I'm worried about this one now because I feel like that's the closer. Now I'm concerned about this one. All right, go ahead. Blind top five.
It's not as fun, but it's also very thought-provoking.
Okay.
Now, for a couple of them, I'm gonna have guys and girls because I thought J Sabs was gonna be on. So I have guys and girls, and some of them I have is just unisex. So this is just
J Sabs. I'm sorry to cut you off. J Sabs not here, by the way, in P Diddy witness protection. So.
Oh.
Man. I get Aaron. You were saying.
Okay. So this is called alterations to your body, and they're not good. So don't go saving them for the good one. Cool.
Okay. Alterations to your body.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Number 1 is for both male and female in the chat and with you guys. Number 1 is shave off your eyebrows and wait till they grow back.
Okay. I'm going to put that at number 5.
Wow.
Because I don't know why I would want to shave. Did I misunderstand the thing? Is this?
No.
This is you have to do like which one you'd rather do out of all 5, and you put. So you'd like out of all 5, eyebrow is the least you'd rather you'd do.
Oh, because I don't think Aaron would say cut off your penis. Do you think?
I have no idea.
No.
Oh,
Nothing's
no.
getting off.
Okay. No, I feel like this is like because of she said J Sabs, and I know J Sabs wants to do all kinds of weird stuff. So I feel like you're right. I think
eyebrows.
Can I readjust?
Yeah, readjust.
Okay. Because some of these I'm going to put it at 4.
Big adjustment.
Yeah.
I put eyebrows as number 2 because they'll grow back and you'll be fine after a couple weeks. That's not a major thing. And it doesn't really, it's not a permanent change. I don't think that's you'll look different for a little while, but you won't look too weird, I don't think.
Okay.
It's not, and you could just draw them on if you wanted to.
Eyebrows going everywhere here from 4 to 1.
4, 3, 1. 1, it's just hair. Exactly. It'll grow back. And again, you could pencil them in if you need to.
All right,
okay.
Aaron.
Very good.
Okay. The second one is a little risque for the girls because I thought J Sabs was going to be on and I wanted to know what she was going to say. But if you're a guy, you have to get collagen lip injections that last 3 months and make you look like George Santos. And if you're a girl, you have to vajazzle yourself, which is bedazzling down there. I don't know how long that lasts, but let's say 3 months.
Bedazzle? Like, okay.
They just add jewels down there.
Oh.
They add them like, is it like glue or is it like a piercing?
No. It's just like glue.
Oh.
It's just for a fun night. But we're going to make it last for 3 months to keep up with the guys who have to do collagen lip injections. And make their lips real big.
We have nothing better to do with our time as Americans. Let me bedazzle my vagina.
What I said. We'll get back to that maybe next time.
By the way, if I opened up a business that bedazzled vaginas, I'd call it Vajazzle.
That's what
it's called.
Say that? I'm sorry. That's what I meant to
Aaron
say.
said that. You said it.
Oh, she did? I thought I came up with that
Anthony
on my own.
He just doesn't pay attention, Anthony.
Okay. Sorry. It's hard to hear, Aaron.
Sorry.
Good try. That was a good try.
Okay. It's like, oh, so proud Vajazzle. She said it 2 seconds ago. Okay. I put lip injections at number 5. I do not like anything poking my lips.
Yeah. I put that in as number 4.
Good call.
I'm with you.
Good call. Okay. We do have a lot of women here. So Onion is with us on the lip injection at being low. Vajazzle, 2 for Paige, 2 for Mercury, 4 for Robin. Men do not like lip injections. 2 for Aussie Annie. A lot of 2s.
A lot of 2s for the vajazzling.
Yeah. Who knew women wanted vajazzle so much? I had no idea.
I didn't know there was such a big call for it. Like, I don't know.
Christmas is coming up. You could have a red, white, and green one by.
Who knew that was such a big industry? I had no idea.
We should maybe open up a vajazzle store, Frank.
I don't know if that'll fly. Two guys opening up a vajazzle store.
Robin had vajazzle as the number 1 contact under V in his phone too. So
having dinner with vajazzled.
Oh shit! All right.
All right. Next one. Let's see.
Okay, number 3. It's unisex, and it's pierce your lower lip, Frank, where I pointed right before the show and said this will come in later.
Got it right here.
For 5 months, you have to keep the piercing in your lower lip a stud for 5 months.
Damn it!
That's not terrible.
I am not afraid of that from a pain standpoint. I just feel like I would just be playing with it. I would just be doing this all
Yeah, of course
the
you
time.
will.
All the time.
Of course you will.
And that's a hole. Does it no drool kind of just like leaks out of that?
I can't. I don't know. It's a good question. I feel like I'm sure they have special lip, rings that don't, that block that sort of thing.Maybe like there's a backing that probably is made for that. I would imagine. I'm not sure. I put that in as number 3. So my 1 and 5 are open.
That's number 3 for me as well too. My 1 and 2 are open. Now I'm really concerned. I feel like there's an Aaron Wallop in our future.
The old 1-2 going.
Yeah, and I think it's coming right now. I think the Wallop's coming right now.
Here we go.
Ready?
Yep.
Ready.
Okay, number 4 is tattoo one word on your back, any word, any size, and any part of your back. The only one is this is the only one that's permanent.
Right.
It doesn't go away.
Can it be like microscopic?
Ah, come on, Frank.
Oh, Frank with the technicality.
It could be so tiny you need a magnifying glass to read it.
I'm not going to make mine tiny. I'm going to make mine big. I'm going to get Vajazzled tattoo right across my back in the Sublime font,
I thought of it.
like the album. Yeah, because I thought of it. Back tat number 1 for me. That's I feel
really
like,
number
yeah,
1.
that's easy. Back tat. I like a
You
back
don't have
tat.
any tats, and that's your number 1.
Yeah, I would do well because I want to get a tattoo. It's just I haven't picked the design yet.
I can't imagine what you would get. Your kids, maybe?
Oh, I got a whole big piece that
Get
I
out.
want. Yeah, well, this is a whole other. We can't talk about this now. It's a whole other topic of everything I want to incorporate.
It's
You're a
one
weirdo.
word.
Am I being a douchebag because I'm doing that? Because it is a conversational. Like I would have to sit
That's
there
not-
and explain it a lot. Is that
That's
douchey?
not why you're a douchebag.
Okay, just checking.
No, that's whole other reasons for that. I put that as number 5 because I didn't want to. It's not a huge deal, I guess, but I only have my number 1 spot open now. I didn't want to put it as number 1.
I feel like that you might get walloped here. Why?
I might get walloped. I might be screwed here.
A back tat's a safe. That's an easy. Well, you
Yeah,
don't
but
have
that's
any tattoo. Are you against tattoos?
I don't have. No, I don't know. It's just a permanent. I don't know what word I would put.
Is it because your brother, Frank's brother, has an embarrassing tattoo of Jim Caviezel on his leg? It's
You're an
really
idiot.
embarrassing.
You're a jerk. You're a jerk.
It's not Jim
Jesus.
Caviezel?
It's Jesus.
Oh, well,
Very
same thing.
No, I would put tattoo higher. I filled up my 2, 3, and 4 spots, and my only spot left is number 1. And I'm not a huge tattoo guy, so I didn't want to give my number 1 spot away, and then I get screwed on number 5. I don't know. So
I would get Haywood in Old English tattooed on his back.
That's nice.
I cut you off, Frank. What were you going to say?
No, that's it. I didn't want to give up my number 1 spot to tattoo yet. I didn't want to give it up. Let's see what number 1. Whatever this is going to be now is my number 1.
Raven said, had my lips done a few times and nope, no drool can catch. Oh, can catch in your teeth though. Oh God.
Oh,
That's
got to be annoying.
doesn't sound good. All right, Aaron, we're ready for the last one.
Okay, this is another one where it's guys and girls. Guys, for 1 year, you have to shave. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. For guys, for 1 year, you have to wax your chest, back, and legs in a way that when it grows back to a certain length, you have to do it. And for girls, you have to just shave your head once.
Oh, that's a good one.
I go.
Damn it.
Frank, is that you?
Yeah, I have to.
That's number 1.
It's my number 1.
See, you got wallet.
So it's what is it? My chest, back, and what?
Legs for a year.
Oh God.
I'll make
That
the
is
appointment
pain.
tomorrow.
Thanks, hon.
Yay.
Good news, Frank. That's my number 2. And if I did that once, I think it would cause a wax shortage. So you might not have to do it.
You would have there'd be a huge problem if you did that. I think your body hair accounts for 10% of the oxygen on Earth.
It's like the amount of ocean on Earth. It's the same
Yeah.
percentage.
You and the rainforest. You get rid of either one of those, we're screwed as
We're in
a
trouble.
society.
Yeah.
But no, my list did not turn out. I miscalculated my list a little bit. I got 1 is the waxing, 2 is the eyebrow shaving, 3 is the pierced lips, 4 is the lip injection, and 5 is the tattoo. I could jumble those around better. But
You're playing
that's what
loose
I'm
and
gonna
fast with leaving that 1 and 5 left
I
to
know.
the end.
do. Yeah, that
Any
screwed
women
me good.
shaving their heads?
Say that again.
Are any women shaving their heads?
Oh, in the chat here, a lot of 5s
Wow,
coming
all
in.
5s. I don't see
Well-
any other numbers but 5s.
Yeah,
Interesting.
a lot of 5s.
Yeah,
Robin's got a
5.
5.
Robin.
Oceanic just has 5 tats already.
Page
Mhm.
5. Onion 5. Mercury 5. Robin
Everybody
5.
held that 5 spot, I guess.
Yeah. Renee 5. I just did it. LOL for fundraising. Oh, Renee just shaved her head for fundraising.
Oh my goodness.
Very
I
nice.
can't. I can't do that.
You wouldn't shave your head?
They have that is it St. Baldrick's they call it? They do it like every
Yeah,
St.
yeah.
Patrick's Day to raise money. Yeah, I know. They asked
You
me
get
to
pretty
do it.
short. You could. It grows back. It doesn't.
I feel
I
like I
don't
look
mind
like
that.
a douche.
I could do that for charity or.
I can't even do it for charity. No, I'm so vain. I can't. I don't know. I would. If it was like a big amount of money, but I mean, it was like a couple of $100. And it's like I'll just give you the money. Like,
Here, just empty my wallet.
yeah, yeah. But good for you, Renee. I love that there's
Yeah, that's
better
awesome.
people out there in the world than me.
Aussie Annie 5. Christine Colson 4.
Mm.
Mercury would never shave her head on purpose. All right.
Yeah, I guess it would. I think a charity would probably be the only reason why most people would do it.
Right.
It's not a great look for a lot of people. Some people can pull it off. I'll tell you who's ruining that is that stupid fucking Will Smith wife there. What's her name? Can't stand her.
Yeah.
Pickett Smith there, Jada. Oof,
Yeah.
she ruined that
Yeah.
for a lot of people.
You're not a fan. Well, great job, hon. Those are 2
Thanks,
great
guys.
lists.
Hope you had fun.
Another great list. Another
Yeah.
great blind top 5, knocking it out of the park.
Way to go.
Aaron C, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. Now let me ask you this: are we going to have? If we do one next week, are we even available next week?
Oh, Thanksgiving next week.
Yeah, Thanksgiving.
I was gonna say, should we do a Thanksgiving themed blind top 5?
Oh, well, we won't know until the day of.
Yeah, well, let's just say this: we have Frank and I don't know if Frank does, but I don't have any control over these blind top 5s.
No, Aaron
No.
keeps them very secretive.
Yes.
The only thing I did was right before the show started, I pointed to where the piercing was, and I said to Frank, "Remember this?" And he was like, "What?" Of course, as you would be. And then
Yeah.
he just sat down and
Yeah,
started
she
the
just
show.
went,
Honestly,
just remember this. And I said, okay.
Well,
that's
that's
the
helpful,
only
though.
thing that I've ever tipped him off with, ever.
I didn't know she said for later. I said, oh, all right. And I didn't know what she was talking about. But then obviously when she brought it up, with the piercing.
Yeah. No, that's not that's just helpful, just so we all know
Yeah.
where it is.
But I never see the lists. I don't know any of them before you guys know them.
All right.
Great
I'll
job.
do a
Great job.
Thanksgiving one, and if we go on Friday, it'll be ready. Okay.
Well, I
Sounds
don't know
good.
if we're doing Friday. We should say that.
Maybe
I don't
Wednesday,
know.
Monday and Wednesday.
But maybe Yeah. Yeah.
All right. That
The
sounds
point
good.
is, a Thanksgiving themed top 5 is coming, so be ready.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right. So we
Top
know.
5 favorite pilgrims. No, I'm just kidding. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Thanks, hon.
Bye, Aaron. Thank you so much. All right, that was a good one, Frank. Put that
That
one
was
in the
great.
books. Yeah.
Put it in the books. That's
Nice
pretty
little
good.
blind top 5 to end the week.
Yeah, always good. Those are always fun.
Mm-hmm. You got anything
Aaron
else,
does a
big
great
man?
job. Not on my end. Pick up that Oval book. Link is in the description. Aaron's novel Oval.
Mm-hmm.
If you like her wit, the things she comes up with, you should read her novel. It's awesome.
Good point.
Yeah. So the link for the Amazon link is in the description.
Nice. Also, in the members only area, we've got some little thank yous to dole out to the members. So if you're not a member, you could literally join right now for $2.99 and still get in on it. If you are a member, go over to the members area. We have a link where you could drop your info so we could send you a little thank you heading into Thanksgiving week. So keep that in mind. Do that right now if you can. Don't forget to do that. And again, like I said, if you're not a member yet, you join for $2.99. Boom, you get the thank you.
Boom.
We are none the wiser that you just joined 5 minutes ago.
That's fine.
And if you're an old school member, don't miss out because you deserve it more than anybody for sure. So make sure you gun on over there and fill out that form.
Show me potato salad. Maybe we should go now.